Hello, fellow human! Welcome back to another Dank Doggo /Entitled Parents. We have 3 stories in total for you guys today. The first story is posted by you/shygirlturnedsassy with the title of M demands my Pokemon cards that I stole from her brat. I have a binder that has the first 2 Pokédex Pokemon in order and with a lot of rare cards in the back, plus a lot of different Mewtwo cards as he's my favorite. My collection is my pride and joy. I would die protecting it. Nah, just joking. There's a pretty chill comic book and card stores by my house, and when I go, I bring my binder with me so I can see what cards do I have so I don't get duplicates, and because the owner likes to see what the new ones I have. One day, as I'm at the counter, showing them to the guy in charge, chatting about what I want to buy, a kid about 10 years old come over and watches intently, staring at the binder. He asked if I would trade a pretty rare card I was putting into it. I tell him, nah, I'm good. He whines and asks again. I tell him, nah. Guy looks pretty annoyed at the whining kid, but the kid soon leaves, only to come back with a woman who is glaring and demanding I return the cards that I stole from her child. I ask her what is she talking about, and she demanded to see my binder. I asked her if she's kidding, and she snapped that. I need those cards. You stole from my entitled kid, and I'm tired of people like you stealing from children. I wanted to facepalm, and thankfully the guy in charge tell her to beat it. Well, she tried to grab my binder, and I quickly gave it to the guy behind the counter and told her that if she needs the card so much, then how about she buy some like the rest of us peasants? No idea what went through her head, but she threatened to call the police as she left, and I simply waited around and bought more cards. Kinda disappointed no cops came. Sad face. This entitled mom said she was tired of people who are always stealing stuff from her entitled kid. This means that it's not uncommon and they have pulled this off multiple times before. What a psycho woman. On to the second story, written by you/CGYTGaming. M gets exposed by her own children. So this one time, an entitled mother gets exposed by her own kids at a restaurant. I work at a small diner in New Jersey. It's not really much of a hassle because I make a living off of it, and most customers are nice and gave generous tips. I've been working there for 5 months and no real incident has happened until recently. We were about to close at around 9:30 when M came in with her about 6-year-old children. She walked up to me, I'm the host of the place, and begins the conversation. M, can I get some food for my children? OP, we're about to close, but I will see if we have anything left over. M, I would like the esparato, a dish consisting of different meats cut. Our item we're known for. Takes about 1 to 1.5 hours to prepare. OP, I'm sorry, but we're about to close, and you have to call ahead for that dish. The best I can get you is some spaghetti. M, oh come on! This restaurant should always serve their dishes no matter when it is. I demand for the esparato, and for the all hassle I got, I want it at no cost. OP, look ma'am, the esparato is a very difficult dish to prepare and make. We can't serve it to you. M, but my kids are starving. Kid 1, Mommy, I thought this was your dinner. The M blushes and immediately leaves. I love that kid for calling that entitled mother out. I gave him a lollipop for what he did. Well, sounds like to me that she was planning on pulling some dumb, shady crap all along. So many entitled parents out there using their children as pawns to get free stuff. What a sad and pathetic life. On to the final story shared by you/FutureButterscotch 9. Where did you learn to speak English? England? This story took place 5 months ago, so it won't be exact word for word, but I've remembered enough of the event to recite it. Blah, 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 you all heard it before. So, my stepmom is British, Welsh to be exact. For those who don't know, Wales is the little hump of west of England and the north of Cornwall. It's a beautiful place, known for sheep, alcohol, and mistakes involving sheep and alcohol. My stepmom is ethnically Welsh but raised in England. Despite this, my nanny and Tate, Welsh for grandma and grandpa, insisted on her and her brother on learning Welsh to preserve their heritage. The Welsh are a proud people, and so they wanted to ensure their children were immersed as they could be. So she grew up bilingual and went to uni, got a job working for a certain tech giant, and moved to the US to help train their staff. A few years later, she met my dad, joined the family. At the time, I was still getting over my mom, so her presence was less than welcome. Despite this, my stepmom never pushed me or tried to buy her way in. She gave me the room I needed to grieve, and when I was ready, showered me with enough affection to make up for the lost time. She has my eternal love and respect for it and has become my second mother. Now, we live in a large town in the Midwest, being west of the seaboard but the east of Mississippi, so while most people are open to outsiders, there's usually a few who just want to ruin everything. Around Christmas time, I was visiting home from college with my girlfriend, Charlie, whose awesomeness has been detailed in another post, enjoying some quality girls' time with my stepmom. We were in the mall searching for some place that sold plastic modeling glue for my dad. He's really into Warhammer. During this, my stepmom is on the phone with her brother, who still lives in the UK, catching up and sharing some laughs. They were speaking in Welsh to each other, which happened to offend a woman who has since earned the title of Karen. We were standing in front of the mall map trying to find the hobby store when I heard a loud scoff from behind us. I turned to see a woman dressed in rather nice-looking business suit curling her kids away like they just encountered a streak. Now, I was ready to let it go, but Charlie can get very defensive of people she likes, so she ended up calling her out. "Something offend you, ma'am?" She seemed to ponder her next move before responding to what, oh, so stupid phrase. "You're in America. When you're here, you must speak English, not Muslim. My kids don't need to hear that." Now, I've met some pretty stupid people in my life, even dated one, but never, ever have I heard someone confusing Welsh for Arabic, which is what I assume what she meant. There are two very different languages from two very different cultures. The only similarities between them is how little I understand them. However, for someone to be offended by someone speaking another language, they probably also didn't immerse themselves in too much in other cultures. To her, the world probably began in New York and ended up in Los Angeles. It was at this point that my stepmom hung up. "Now, I know that Americans can get a bad rap and all," she said in an obvious British accent, "but it doesn't help when you actively conform to the stereotype." "Oh my God," Karen said with righteous indignation. "Your accent is awful. Where did you even learn to speak English?" My stepmom held the most deadpan expression she could. "England." I swear I could smell the smoke coming from the flaming mess inside Karen's school. She looked at Charlie and I, a pair of shockingly Caucasian college brats, and then my stepmom, our even paler chaperone, took a moment to process what she was doing and then walked away, dragging a group of embarrassed-looking tweens with her. I have to give her credit though. At least she knew when to quit. My stepmom chuckled, muttered an offensive-sounding Welsh phrase, and then helped us scan the map for the hobby shop. The rest of the day went very well, and we had a funny story to tell my dad when we got back. To all the bigots out there who get offended when someone speaks another language, get over yourselves. The world doesn't revolve around you. To all my bilingual friends out there who speak their native tongues, good for you. It's important to keep your culture alive. And to Karen, next time you try to accost someone for speaking something other than English, at least get the right continent. Much love, FutureButterscotch 9. I've never been to Wales before, but I love how OP basically sums up the whole place. Known for sheep, alcohol, and mistakes involving sheep and alcohol, right? That's it for today, fellow humans. Thanks for watching. Dank Doggo appreciates your time. If you enjoy our content and want to see more of us, stay tuned and subscribe. Don't forget to smash that like button and ring the bell. or Doggo would cry. Also, you can always tell us your friendly neighborhood doggo, your experiences in the comment section. I will catch up with you guys later in the next video.